Behind me are probably some of the coolest multi-blocks, good-looking multi-blocks that I've ever seen in modern Minecraft. One problem. It's one problem. One, there's only two of them. Second, why does smelting something take 37 seconds? That is preposterous. And today, I would kind of like to try and do something about that. Not shortening the time, but we can get a whole bunch more blast furnaces and hopefully do some more organizing. So hello everybody and welcome to the next episode. I am not gonna lie to you, I almost said Greg Tech. We've been playing with Greg Tech for so long, and we're gonna keep going with Greg Tech for a little bit. I want to keep going. There's a goal in mind. But anyways, welcome to the next episode of All the Mods 9, where today, I have a lot in mind. First of all, I think I need to do a bit of a redesign of the Greg Tech base. This is not enough storage at all. And I think just in general, I'm gonna need to lay out my space a little bit differently. So that's what we're gonna start off today. I am going to go through, start redesigning some stuff. It's probably not gonna be done today. It's probably never gonna be finished, realistically. The base is gonna keep getting bigger the whole time. So, but you know, I'm gonna need more storage on both sides of these things. Probably gonna keep this here. However, I still definitely, things are gonna be changed up. Because here today, I would like to get into HV. So this is the new storage room. I like it a lot more. I think I'm gonna try and I like this checkerboard. I like the white and I like this as well. I think it looks good. I think it looks a lot better than it was before. And I think I'm gonna go through, what is this, by the way? This thing has been scaring me. I have the sound off for it, but it's been, I was AFKing and I hear like a weird noise while watching a YouTube video. I'm like, what is that? These things are just randomly spawning at night. So I have them turned down because it was really scary. I was like, what in the world? I jumped out of my seat. I wasn't ready for it. Some Halloween thing. But anyways, I think this looks really good. A lot more futuristic, which I like a lot. It's kind of like the main base as well. So I'm kind of fine with carrying that over. Now, I am going to do more of this building with this style here in a minute. But we have some stuff I actually want to do today. So I'd like to take a break from building. I need circuits, a lot of circuits. I want to get into HV today. There's a good reason for it. So I've been letting this thing run and we have 26 phosphorus doped I'm not going to say it. We have 26 of these things. These things we can do a lot of stuff with. Specifically, we're going to be making these wafers, which we can then laser engrave into some other stuff, as you can see here. As you can see, however, this does require a clean room, which we do not have yet. Now, I don't believe the clean room's actually going to be that difficult to get. I have been letting the stainless steel run. We have quite a bit right now. I would like more, but we're going to get there. Actually reminds me, I'm going to make a whole bunch of blast furnaces. Do I have a bunch of stuff for this? I've also been doing my part in making a whole bunch of Canthal and cooling it down. Lots of batch crafting going on. Lots of batch crafting. But we need HV for this clean room. So not only do I need to find a spot for this clean room, I need to actually make it. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, so I don't know if we actually need this HV diode thing. I'm not super sure. I'm not entirely sure, but we do need a cutter at HV, so probably do need the HV one. Which does, in fact, mean, yeah, we're gonna need HV. We need an HV assembler. So how do we go about making an HV circuit? Well, I'm actually pretty sure we can just make it. We do need the second MV tier circuits, but after that, we should be good. I do have some silicone wafers ready to go, so I think it's crafting time. I actually think I have everything I need for HV. I'm gonna batch craft this first set of circuits because I want to be able to do it automatically, but in a different way. So this is all gonna be manual crafting. It's time to do some Gregging. Are you guys ready? I've been waiting all week to do this. Let's do some Greg Tech. 32 HV circuits. Woo! All right, every single episode of Greg Tech has led up to these. I only have 32 of them, but I believe I have every single, except for these optional quests, completed. Oh, it gave me, oh, those are MV circuits. I got excited there for a second. Is it gonna give me more? No, it's not. We're into HV. Can you believe that? Obviously, we aren't auto crafting HV circuits yet. I decided I'm gonna hold off on that. There was a lot of steps into making these. I spent around 2 hours making these. This took 2 hours. Besides the point. So, how am I gonna use these beautiful HV circuits? That is a great question, one that I'm not entirely sure of yet. All I know is that we need this clean room, which does need an HV circuit. But I'm also gonna need a place to put this clean room, and that's kind of where the whole redesign comes in. I want a part of the base that's strictly designed for circuit making. This is something that we're gonna have to expand as we get further on as well. Clean room has to do with circuits and whatnot, so a lot of those like auto processes I want to be put somewhere. Right, I have all my production over there, which I'm gonna redo this at some point. I kind of want something similar to this in design, where I have a whole bunch of stuff over here. This is the hope. Right, I need to redesign over here as well, but circuit assembly I am gonna want somewhere this direction. So I have a rough idea of what I want to build, so I'm gonna do a quick little, there's another ghost thingy over there. They're really annoying, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Is there a way to turn them off? Let me know in the comments if there is. Anyways, to building. Yes, so before me lies the new, I don't know what I'm going to specifically call it yet. Travel anchor I called part assembly because I want to have a whole bunch of stuff automated here, like screws, bolts, all that stuff I want on passive here. So we're going to have lines of machines in here. Here I'm going to put a clean room. I don't know about over there, maybe another clean room at some point. I didn't think that far, but it is very similar to the storage, as you can see. I really like this design. I don't have the overhead on the part assembly room because it's really long. So I might add it in the future, but this kind of makes it, I don't know. I like it. I'm a fan. It's different. You know, it's kind of easy to build and it looks nice. So, you know, that makes me happy. But we obviously need to get to work. So the plan today is I wanted to see if I could automate these final MV circuits and also final LV circuits. Now, obviously, we don't have like this IV, but we have MV, and for here we also have MV. So these are all doable, I think. Yeah, no, this is all very doable. I'm gonna need a lot of machines though, and I would like them to be HV, but being realistic, that's probably not gonna happen. So I need to start crafting a whole bunch of circuits. I'm talking a bunch. Now I would like them to be the second tier MV preferably, because these are cheaper, easier to make, like a lot cheaper actually, but I would like to start doing that over here. So that's what we're gonna do. So first up on the list is I actually need the clean room, and this should be pretty simple. I have polyethylene. Concrete, I don't know how I'm supposed to get though. Looks like I can just do stone and clay dust. This looks like something I should automate, so I probably just should. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have my first line of machines somewhere here. I would also like to be able to use some of them manually, but I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna set that up. But I'm gonna need a mixer. I'm gonna need stuff to go into it and stuff to come out of it. So actually, before I get started into this, there's one more small logistical thing that's gonna go into this segment of the base. This is absolutely gonna be on a subnet. In fact, I need to make a whole bunch more controllers because I'm out of skystone. Okay, so I have a little something set up with a little subnet that will be coloring blue. It's just another ME system I have handling all the inputs and outputs. I have access to everything that's in the Greg Tech system, so we should be good to go. I have in here clay balls being put in this macerator, cobblestone being put in this macerator, stone dust, and then also clay dust into here. However, I don't really want it to fill up with just stone dust. I'm not sure how to do that. But if I go ahead and turn these machines on, we should be good to go. Everything should be working. You're making clay dust, you're making stone dust. Did I actually need this for anything other than blastcrete? Could I have done this somewhere else? I probably should have done this somewhere else. This does not need to be here. Well, I mean, it's too late now, so whatever, it's here. All right, polyethylene sheets should not be that bad. Do I have polyethylene ingots? I don't think I do. It looks like I'm probably gonna need a fluid solidifier. All right, so I'm making a whole bunch of plasticrete. I'm making 200 blocks. Hopefully that's enough. There are obviously some other things we need to make, like the actual clean room. A lot of this stuff is stainless steel, HV machine hull. This does not look that bad. I think we could just do it. Just a lot of crafting, so I'm gonna get on with this. Oh boy, a lot of new cables too. Oh geez. Yep, I'm gonna start doing some wire automation. You guys know what time it is, right? Right. Little bit of a montage time. We're not gonna do a big montage. Just need to automate some wires. Okay, so I've been AFKing for a minute. Look what I have set up. I am happy about this. We have a whole bunch of wires just on stockpile now. This is something I should have done a long time ago. So I'm glad I did it now. We're gonna have a lot more machines in these as well. So things are looking good. Next up on the list, I just need to craft all of this stuff, which for now, I'm not gonna do automatically. I'm gonna do it manually, and then we'll automatically have all the circuits and stuff. So back to crafting. I'll be back with the stuff for the clean room. I actually do think I have everything. Okay, a lot of steps later, I think I'm good to craft the clean room. So, if I want to put this thing somewhere over here, I know we're also going to need an iron door. I have no idea if I have the resources for this. So something like this. Now, keep in mind, I'm a total noob. I could be doing all of this wrong. This is going to be 7 by 7. I guess it doesn't technically need to be. Like, I could just do it like this, I think. I might do it like that. Will I have enough room in here? I guess plasticrete's not hard to make, so we can make it a square. Not sure how the power situation is gonna work. I think if I have 2 of these MV diodes, I don't super duper know how it crazy works, but we might be able to get HV in here as the goal, because I can't make this HV diode because I need these, which needs this HV assembler, which I don't think I can make yet. Oh, actually, I think I can make the HV assembler. What am I talking about? Hold on. We might need to make our first HV machine. Okay. I have everything I need. I have this HV, our first HV machine. Can you guys believe it? Where am I gonna put this thing? I don't know. I think I'm eventually gonna use this for something automatic, so I am gonna go ahead and put it over here. Our first HV machine. I'm actually really excited about this. I need some of these SMD diodes. I need fine platinum wire, polyethylene. You know, I should probably just do some auto crafting with this. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll be fine. Let me craft this thing real quick. Yeah, we were making 4 diodes every single time we did this recipe, and now we're making 32. And I would argue this is a lot cheaper too. We're making 8 times more with this cheap of a recipe. I'll take it. Maybe some more of these. So now I should be able to make this super duper nifty HV diode, hopefully. Boom. HV diode. Not super sure how this thing exactly works, but do we even need it? We're probably going to be using flux points, but you know, for the spirit of Greg Tech, we'll go ahead and put it in here. Ah! It's done. Okay, this took me a really long time to figure out because I'm kind of dumb that the ceiling needs to be all filter casing. So if you're building this, make sure the whole ceiling's filter casing, not just the blocks around the clean room. That took me an embarrassing amount of time to figure out. But it is done, and now it is time to perform maintenance on our little thing here, which I should be able to do just like that. We're good. Okay, I would like this to, I guess we're just going to check on it regularly because this is something we really don't want to have maintenance on because then this stuff starts to get voided in recipes, which is obviously not good. So I'm just gonna stop traveling my way in here. I'm not super duper worried about it. I am going to need to, however, do a bit of this going on. So these should be given the clean room power. You should be on and you should start cleaning. Yes. Now I don't know how long this is going to take to clean. Okay, actually that's not so bad. That's fine. So while that is cleaning itself, I need to go through. I'm like, what do I need to put in here, right? Obviously, we want circuits. We want this circuit. We want this circuit. These actually don't need clean rooms. For the HV circuit, though, I believe it does. I think we can get the second tier one. We have all this stuff. Yeah, I think we do. Nickel, zinc, ferrite. Not sure how I'm supposed to get that. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff we're gonna need here in a minute. Anyways, this needs to clean. We need to make a whole bunch of stuff. First up on the list is LV circuits. Now this, I'm thinking, should be pretty easy. We need SMD resistors. I think the SMD capacitors are also the cheaper one here. This does not look bad at all. All this requires HV, which we can obviously do. And I'm gonna need silicone rubber. Polydimethyl what in the what? What is this? Okay, I have some of this stuff. Maybe this isn't as bad as it looks. Oh, no, it's definitely not. Okay. We'll get there when we get there. But a lot of this stuff I think we should be able to do. Like, normal capacitors I don't think are that expensive. No, I just need polyethylene sheets, which this we can do. So we'll automate it this way for now and we'll place it in the future. So I need to go through, right? I need to do all of that stuff. So I'm gonna make a whole bunch of HV machines, guys. This is gonna be quite the thing here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we gotta do. However, I'm trying not to get like too ahead of myself here because there's a lot that has to happen here. We need a whole bunch of blast furnaces. A lot of this stuff is also for the alloys we have to make in here. Like if I wanted to make the good one of these, I need nickel, zinc, ferrite. Whatever in the world that is, I need it. I kind of want it. Right, for this though, I'm going to need to obviously get the mixture, and that is going to be iron, zinc, nickel, really cheap. However, we have to smelt this up, and that, fortunately, needs an EBF. So, yeah. Luckily, it's only 20 seconds at MV. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I want to have something that automatically takes dust from my system that need to be smelted into ingots from, you know, an EBF into their ingot, right? So I don't think it's going to be that hard to do. I'm just going to do a quad setup. You guys were telling me in the comments to do that as well. So I should be able to get enough coils. I'm cooling down some Kanthal right now. Worst comes to worst, I have a bunch of Cooper nickel coils though. So what you need to do is in GregTech, you can wall share. So I can have an EBF right here, right? That's going to have all of its coils. Now I should probably make these all Kanthal. Regardless, right? I could share a whole bunch of this stuff. So I could have this muffler hatch right here, and I could then share it with another EBF that's right over here. Check this out. It needs to be right here. And this way you save on a lot of coils. Now, they should share the muffler hatch because it's in the middle here. I don't think you can share maintenance hatches. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. You can, however, share input hatches and input buses, which is absolutely what we're going to do. There we go. Okay, so obviously this one has formed, and I should be able to make another one like this. We save on coils. This should form. Yes, so as you can see, we have 2 EBFs for the price of a little more than one. They share an output bus. They share input buses as well. So this should make my life a lot easier, a lot faster as well. Now, I realize I need to make a quad setup, though, not this. So what I need to do is something like this. Okay, so I have made what is known as the quad EBF setup. Now, I probably should have had the controllers on the other side. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. These weren't really expensive. I have all the Cooper nickel. Now, I wish I could upgrade them all to Kanthal, but unfortunately, I'm kind of broke in that regard, and I do not have that much Kanthal at the moment, though I'm going to try and do that in between episodes, hopefully. I am making as much Kanthal as I can. I don't know where it all went. I guess it went to upgrading these, which I guess I could steal both of these. Yeah, you know, I might actually do that. So you guys might be wondering, well, how are you gonna do this? And that's a great, amazing, wonderful question. I am Shocker right now. I'm gonna use AE to kind of do this automatically for me. I need an interface, which I should have. Yes, right here. Okay. This is where things are gonna get a little bit messy. I should be able to just do this. Hook it up like so. We should see nitrogen go into here. Yes, and we should see all 4. You're not, or you 2 are not. I don't know why. Oh, that would be why. Okay, there we go. It's because those were infected. So if I do something like this instead, all 4 EBFs should be running in parallel, and we're now smelting 4 pieces of Kanthal at a time instead of just 1. But now we have hot Kanthal ingots coming in, so I can go ahead and do something like this. I know it's hard to see right now, and I apologize, but if I get some input buses, those should be going into the system. So we should be getting those hot Kanthal ingots. Amazing. I also have some hot silicone. I should fix that. So now that we have that, there are a few alloys that I kind of want on passive. And this is going to take a lot of AFKing to get things like backed up and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to make a whole bunch of mixers. We're going to need a lot of mixers. You know, can I teach my system HV mixers? I'm going to make a whole bunch of mixers. I'm going to say 5 for now. I should have everything I need for this. I have some circuits backed up. We should be good. Now, I do already have 1 mixer, I believe. I'm going to put these mixers. We could put them just over here. And these seem to be making a whole bunch of stuff. Like this one, for example, I want making copper nickel because we really desperately need a lot of that. So if this is just nickel and copper on circuit 1, you should start mixing. Perfect. Okay, so we should start, yes, cupro nickel on passive. Now, do I want to hold 2048 of this? It would also seem I have no nickel dust, so I should probably fix that. I think we only need to hold 64 of the dust at a time because this dust, I think can we just smelt cupro nickel? Yes, we can. Okay, this I want to have automatically sent somewhere else. This just needs to be smelted, so something like this should suffice. So you should start getting, yes, you're going to start getting copper nickel. Perfect. So I think I'm just going to go through and repeat this process a whole bunch. Kind of have to. It is what it is, but you know. This is going to give us copper nickel coil. Now this, I also don't, or not copper nickel coil, but copper nickel. I only want to hold maybe 512 of this at a time. Next up on the list, I'm going to do canthal. So I should, hypothetically, we should see this canthal being taken out. Okay, it is being taken. Is it going to the quad setup? That is what I want to know. Yes. So we're automatically making this. Now this is gonna fill up eventually, which I'm not sure how much I like. We're gonna be making other stuff as well. I should have it to where we can only get 64 canthal at a time here. That's gonna infinitely fill up, isn't it? Yeah, that is. Okay, so you know what, instead what we're gonna do. Alrighty, so I believe I have a system that's gonna work. I just have another level emitter. I'm gonna eventually run out of chromium though. That is something I really need to figure out. Right now, I think I'm just making it all. Oh my, whoa. Would you look at that? All my chromite is done. For now, I think I'm gonna stop on the mixer stuff because there's a lot of prep I have to do. It's a good live stream idea to do all that, but I actually want to get into circuits. I feel like this whole episode, I've been trying to get into circuits and we're still just doing a whole bunch of random stuff. So we're gonna move into circuits for a little bit. So the first thing I see when I look at this is this plastic printed circuit board. Now I think this is the one that I'm already making, or I can make. So this needs a chemical reactor with sodium persulfate, which I do have, and a plastic circuit board, which this does not look that bad. I have sulfuric acid, I have copper, I have polyethylene. So I gotta do a lot here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I need copper foil. I need some sheets of some kind. I don't know if I should use expensive sheets or not. Polyethylene is something I need. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on right now. So this, I just want to get polyethylene and I should be good. And this should get a whole bunch of polyethylene. Perfect. Awesome. You're going to make what you need to make. That is loud. Awesome. And now the sheets are being exported down here. Now I obviously don't want too much of these, only a stack at a time. Enough of me yapping away. I think it's a good time for a montage. We need to get some circuits done. I'm sitting here, I'm talking too much. I need to lock in and get some stuff done. to know something interesting? I have spent almost 16 and a half days playing this video game. And all of those 16 days has amounted to this. I've been AFKing for a little bit. The circuits have been going. I also did a little bit more work, got some better components. The montage didn't get completely everything, but it got the gist of everything. So let me quickly explain exactly what just went down the last 3 minutes of your YouTube video. The basics of it is we're making all these parts. Some of them are different than the montage. Like this one I did not do in the montage because it needs silicone rubber, which I did end up doing. But basically, I'm grabbing all the parts that I'm automatically making from my system, putting them into these circuit assemblers, and making these wonderful circuits. Now, these two are the max tier circuits. There are still better ways of making them, I think. Yeah, like this, and also like this, but we don't have EV or IV yet, so we can't exactly make these yet. But I do have a lot of this stuff. Like this, I can make right now. I just can't really use them. But there's a lot of stuff being made, some different alloys and whatnot. My favorite of the walls is this one, which is just making a bunch of wires and foils and whatnot. Yeah, that's basically, that's all this is. A lot of materials that are going into this as well, we don't actually have completely automated yet. This is a lot of the parts as well, and most of this stuff is coming from this wall. We have some alloys being made over here. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I also went ahead and I set up automatic aluminum. This was really easy. I just have to electrolyze clay dust, which we're making over here for concrete. So a lot of AFKing has happened. A lot of playing went into this, but it is finally done. And we have so many circuits. We'll probably never run out of circuits again. Auto crafting is going to be 10 times faster. All of our recipes are faster because before we were doing all these the slow and inefficient way. Now we have them on stockpile and they're being done the efficient way. So I'm really happy about that. But anyways, guys, unfortunately, that is all the time I have for today. So if you guys did enjoy, please hit the like button down below. Hit subscribe if you do enjoy my content. I'm loving Greg Tech a lot. Actually, I did a poll a few days ago asking if you guys want to see more Greg Tech, and it looks like the majority of you said yes. A lot of you also said that you want to see the ATM star. So we won't play with Greg Tech forever. Don't worry. Maybe the next 1 or 2 episodes will be more Greg Tech, and then I think we'll move on to something else. But please just stick with the ride, because I do still want to play with a little bit more Greg Tech before we move on, because I'm really enjoying it. We're getting to the point that I wanted to get to, so I'm happy about that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry about the long wait on this video. It's been a very, very busy few weeks for me, so I appreciate you guys waiting for me. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode of All the Mods 9. Later!